morning, student. Today we are going to learn a new concept, permanent settlement system, under chapter 3, ruling the countryside of history. What this system is, let's start. Basically, permanent settlement system is started by Lord Cornwallis in 1793 in Bengal. And under this system, Raja and Talukdar, they were recognized as a zamindar. And what is the duty of these zamindar? They were asked to collect the rent from the farmer or peasant, and then they have to pay revenue to the company. And the amount that is paid by these zamindar are fixed. Reason behind this permanent settlement system introduced by Cornwallis is they want to encourage the production in agriculture and they want to invest in land. And in order to improve the production, they want to encourage the farmer that they produce more. Why they encourage production? In order to collect more revenue. Now let's learn about the history. What is the history behind this permanent settlement system? Before the British advent in Bengal, there were a class of जमींदार in Bengal. Britishers के आने से पहले जमींदार का एक ग्रुप हुआ करता था बंगाल में, बिहार में एंड उड़ीसा में, who collect revenue from the land on behalf of Mughal emperor or his representative Diwan. ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी के आने से पहले जो है बंगाल में जमींदार हुआ करते थे, बट दे आर कलेक्टिंग रेवेन्यू ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ मुगल एम्परर, नॉट ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी. आफ्टर कमिंग ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी दे स्टार्ट collecting revenue from on behalf of East India Company. After the Battle of Buxar in 1764, the East India Company was granted the Diwani of Bengal. But then the company found itself not be able to collect the revenue. They also find itself not to. They also found that they did not have a good understanding of local laws and custom. So, after becoming Diwan during 1764, they feel that they have to collect revenue from the farmer, and the best way is to prepare Raja, to appoint Raja and Talukdar as Zamindar, because they have very good knowledge of local areas. So they do so. They appoint Raja and Talukdar as a Zamindar and they assign them a duty to collect revenue. Now what happened after that? The severe Bengal famine of 1770 occurred partially due to neglect by the company. Then Warren Hastings tried to bring in some reforms like 5-year inspection, revenue collection was awarded through an auction to the person promising highest revenue, and due to dangerous implication and effect of such system, Hastings also experimented with annual settlement of land. But this too did not improve condition. They tried to collect revenue in a fixed amount under this system, but they failed to do so because they are not interested or investing in a land and in a agriculture production. So what happened? Then farmers failed to pay the rent to the Jamidar, and then Jamidar are not able to pay that fixed amount of revenue to the East Indian Company. Then Lord Cornwallis, under direction of British PM William Pitt, proposed the permanent settlement system in 1786, and this came into effect in 1793 by Permanent Settlement Act of 1793. दोबारा से इसमें से फिर थोड़े से चेंज किए गए और उसको 1793 में इंट्रोड्यूस किया गया. Now let's discuss about the merit of permanent settlement system. What is the merit? क्या benefit था इस settlement system का? First, the responsibility of taking care of farmer fell upon the shoulders of Indian landlord. सबसे अच्छी बात ये थी कि जो हमारे इंडियन लैंडलॉर्ड्स थे उनके ऊपर ये रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी थी कि दे हैव टू इन्वेस्ट इन देयर लैंड इन ऑर्डर टू इंक्रीज द प्रोडक्शन ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर. Being sons of the soil, they could reach the far corner of reason and also understand local customs very well. बेनिफिट यही था कि लैंडलॉर्ड को वहां का जो सॉइल है, वहां का जो वेदर है, वहां का जो रीजन है, लोकल एरिया की ज्यादा अच्छे से नॉलेज थी, सो दे कैन improve the land in a better way. And the second benefit of this is because of the permanent nature of system, there was a sense of security for everyone because rent is fixed. So they, everyone, farmer, zamindar, they have a sense of security. The company knew the amount it would get in revenue. It is also fixed, so they also feel some security. The landlord also was assured of the amount. Finally, the farmer also, in a lieu of pata, were certain of their holding and knew how much rent was to be paid. फार्मर भी एक फिक्स सिक्योरिटी में था कि उन्हें एक फिक्स अमाउंट पे करना है, जमींदार भी थोड़ा सा सिक्योर फील करता था कि उन्हें एक फिक्स अमाउंट, जमींदार को भी फिक्स अमाउंट ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी को पे करना है, एंड ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी भी थोड़ी सिक्योर थी कि उन्हें एक टाइम पीरियड के बाद एक फिक्स्ड जो सिस्टम रेवेन्यू है वो मिल जाए. Now the next merit is, since the settlement was of permanent nature, zamindar would have an interest in the improvement in the land, thereby improving the revenue. रेंट फिक्स था, इसलिए जमींदार के पास एक इंसेंटिव था कि इफ दे इन्वेस्ट इन अ लैंड, अगर वो इन्वेस्ट करेंगे, दे विल इन्वेस्ट इन अ लैंड, तो क्या होगा, प्रोडक्शन इंक्रीज होगा, एंड व्हेन प्रोडक्शन विल इंक्रीज, देन द revenue, the rent they collect from the farmer, it can also be better. Now let's discuss the demerits of the system. The basic demerit of the system was that efficiency dependent upon the nature of the जमींदार. जो जमींदार की efficiency थी, सारा system उस पर depend करता था. If they were good, the interest of farmer and land were looked after very well. अगर जमींदार better है तो जो हमारा piece of land है उसका look after बहुत अच्छे से होगा, farmers अच्छे से काम करेंगे, and they will make improvement in land which will beneficial to everyone that is concerned. जो भी कोई कंसर्न होगा वो सब के सब उनको फायदा होगा. बट ऑल दीज थिंग्स डिपेंड्स अपॉन द नेचर ऑफ जमींदार. दिस इज द मेन डिमेरिट. Now the next demerit is this create a class of hereditary landlord forming the upper aristocracy in a society who generally lead luxurious life. मेनली ये उन लैंडलॉर्ड्स पर सिस्टम डिपेंड करता था जो कि लग्जरियस लाइफ जीते थे, and they don't have any incentive to improve the land. The jamindar were generally favored to British administration. They just support British administration. The land assessment was not done properly by the zamindar. This is also a demerit of this permanent settlement system. This means that both productive and unproductive land was expected to furnish revenue at the same rate. वो एक असेसमेंट ही नहीं करते थे कि कौन सी लैंड जो है वो फर्टाइल है, उसमें क्या नाम है, नेचुरल आपके जो भी वो जो लैंड है, इज इट एबल टू प्रोड्यूस सम क्रॉप और नॉट, कि वो सही अच्छी जमीन है या बंजर जमीन है, ऐसा कुछ असेसमेंट होता ही नहीं था, और सबको एक फिक्स अमाउंट में रेवेन्यू पे करना होता. So this is also a demerit. Now the revenue rate were so high that many जमींदार become defaulters. बहुत ज्यादा हाई, और ये जो फिक्स रेंट था वो बहुत ज्यादा हाई था, जिसकी वजह से क्या होता था कि जमींदार आर नॉट एबल टू पे द फिक्स अमाउंट ऑफ रेवेन्यू टू द ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी. So due to all these demerits like inefficient nature of jamindar and life that the jamindar generally lead to luxurious lives, and they don't have any incentive to invest in a land, and the high rate of revenue, all these demerits failed the system, and the system broke down, and this system was not sustained for a long period of time. So due to these shortcomings, a new system, Rayatwadi system, was then introduced by the Britishers in order to overcome the shortcomings of permanent settlement system. And we will discuss this next system in a next video. Till now, thank you. Bye bye. Take care. Thanks.